An organization is experiencing a significant rise in Amazon S3 storage expenses across multiple storage tiers over the last year. A solutions architect is tasked with evaluating historical data from the previous 12 months to determine the most cost-efficient storage classes for existing objects. Which approach should the architect use to achieve this? All right, let's take a look at this question. Which AWS service could organizations use to easily track storage usage patterns for the most common 12 months and invoices? Now remember, the key here is easily track, so we need to look for options that provide this information intuitively. Option A, obtain AWS cost and usage reports covering the last 12 months and consult AWS Trusted Advisor for general cost reduction tips. Option B, configure S3 storage class analysis for all objects and export the resulting data into an Amazon QuickSight dashboard to visualize usage trends. Option C, utilize Amazon S3 Storage Lens and enable advanced metrics to analyze storage usage and trends over the required 12-month period. Option D, export the last 12 months of logs from Access Analyzer for S3 into a CSV file and analyze the results within an Amazon QuickSight dashboard. Okay, now before we get into the answer options, I want to point out a few key phrases in this question. First, it says easily track. This indicates a solution that's going to be pretty straightforward and easy to set up and use. And most mentioned indicates that we're focusing on tracking usage across large volumes, like with lots of objects. Now, with that in mind, let's take a look at options 1 and 4. While both of these options do mention retrieving logs, they're a bit cumbersome. Option 1 involves using cost and usage reports, which are more focused on budget calculations. And option 4 involves using Access Analyzer for S3, which isn't really optimized for tracking usage patterns. They're both going to take manual intervention to fully collect this data. Now, option B, configuring S3 storage class analysis, is a good approach. It involves creating reports and then exporting the data to an Amazon QuickSight dashboard. However, this approach is a bit more complex. It doesn't provide out-of-the-box information similar to option C. So option C of applying S3 Storage Lens and enabling advanced metrics is basically an easy, most comprehensive solution. It allows you to track storage usage and trends on a single dashboard. It's going to provide all the necessary data without you having to do manual feature engineering. In this case, option C of applying S3 Storage Lens and enabling advanced metrics is basically an easy, most comprehensive solution. It allows you to track storage usage and trends on a single dashboard. It's going to provide all the necessary data without you having to do manual feature engineering. In this case, option C of applying S3 Storage Lens and enabling advanced metrics is basically an easy, most comprehensive solution. It allows you to track storage usage and trends on a single dashboard. It's going to provide all the necessary data without you having to do manual feature engineering.
This question focuses on managing cloud storage costs through historical analysis. When organizations see increasing costs in object storage, they need tools that don't just report total billing, but specifically track access patterns and lifecycle usage. The core challenge here is to identify a native AWS solution that can analyze data over a full 12-month window to effectively recommend more cost-efficient storage classes for existing data objects.
In my view, the correct answer is option C, which suggests utilizing Amazon S3 Storage Lens with advanced metrics enabled. S3 Storage Lens is the primary AWS tool designed for organization-wide visibility into S3 usage, activity trends, and cost efficiency. It natively tracks up to 15 months of historical data, which perfectly covers the 12-month requirement mentioned in the scenario. By enabling advanced metrics, an architect gains the specific insights needed to identify storage class trends and optimization opportunities.
Option A is incorrect, because while cost and usage reports provide detailed billing info, they lack the granular object access pattern analysis required to decide on storage class transitions. Option B is limited, While storage class analysis helps with specific bucket or prefix patterns, it is not as comprehensive as Storage Lens for organization-wide analysis and requires extra manual steps. Finally, option D is incorrect, because Access Analyzer is a security tool for identifying policy misconfigurations, not a cost management tool.
For your certification exam, remember that if a question asks for organization-wide visibility and historical trend analysis related to storage optimization, S3 Storage Lens is almost certainly the tool they are looking for. Always distinguish between tools that analyze billing, security, and storage efficiency, as the AWS exam frequently tests your ability to select the right tool for a specific type of operational analysis.